Hey everybody, it's Jill from Infinity Crystals, and I want to talk to you today about Amethyst for Prosperity. Now, most of us who first begin working with crystals are immediately drawn to amethyst, and that's because it's gorgeous, it's readily available, and it's relatively inexpensive. So we associate amethyst with the third eye chakra, and of course that's all about spirituality and intuition. And all of that is very true. However, amethyst is very, very useful for prosperity workings as well. And here's why. In the Chinese language, the word purple is a homophone for the word for prosperity or wealth. And when we apply this to feng shui, if we wanted a feng shui fix for the prosperity corner of our home or space, which would be the back left corner, we could place a piece of amethyst there and almost immediately see results in that area for the flow of chi and positive energy through that space. So I have a bunch of examples here to show you, and I think you can probably tell that I love working with amethyst because I have tons of it. So you're going to find amethyst in a bunch of different forms. You're going to find it a lot in clusters. So here's a small cluster that I have, and this is the big cluster that I picked up at the West Palm Beach Gym Show. And this is my feng shui fix for my bedroom. It stays in here. And let's see, we've got some big points. So this big point here, imagine this on a cluster. Imagine the size of that cluster. So this was plucked from that cluster, and then they cut the bottom. And this one actually has some record keepers on it. Let's see, you're going to find smaller points like these. These are really tiny ones that I'm giving away as free gifts when people make a purchase from my shop right now. Got some medium-sized points. And, you know, the color saturation is just going to depend. This one looks mostly clear, but at the tip you're going to see the purple color there. Got some bigger points back there. And then for tumbled stones, you're going to see a lot of different kinds. These right here are mostly banded. So you're going to see banded amethyst, and it's going to be banded with milky quartz. And then you're going to find some of the really, really gemmy ones. This one is really, really clear, almost gem quality. In some places you can see how clear it is. This is the one that I actually use for my third eye. This is my own personal stone, separate from the stones that I have in my healing kit. Here's another example of banded amethyst, sometimes called Cape amethyst, and that's a pyramid that I have. Some little tiny chips back there that I can use for mojos or elixirs or things like that. And that's, you know, you're going to see amethyst in all kinds of forms, and these are all the same mineral. Some of them just have different inclusions. That tumbled stone actually has a lot of matrix tumbled in with it, but it doesn't affect the quality of the stone. It's all amethyst. Oh, this one right here I got to show you. This is a personal piece that I just bought, and this one actually has a phantom inside. I don't know if I can get it on there. There's a phantom in there. Now this is not Brandberg amethyst, which is the next thing on my list. Hopefully I'll be picking some of that up soon. This is just a sweet little piece that I just picked up, so I'll be working with that. So if you don't have a great big cluster like that for your feng shui fix, why couldn't you just make a little grid? Because it's all about increasing the energy of the stones, right? So if you don't have a great big stone or a great big cluster to put out a lot of energy, why don't we just make a grid? So why couldn't I take a point like that? Let's use this one. This is a nice point. You can pick up fairly inexpensively, right? Why couldn't I do that and just grid? And now I've created a huge energy torus that's going to state my intentions to the universe, right? So I could just set up a little grid like that. I could put that in the back left corner of my space. Activate my grid. You can make it as fancy or as plain as you want. And there you go, a fast feng shui fix for prosperity. Try it out. Let me know how it works for you. We'll talk to you soon. Blessings. Bye-bye.